This is to help people at home try to trim their own dog's nails. A lot of people are afraid of it, but really don't be. It's really not hard. So if you want to come down here, there are several types of clippers that you can use at home. There's the guillotine style clipper, which I don't personally use. I like the pliers, but it's whatever is most comfortable for you. So if you are using the guillotine style clipper, you always want to have the blade facing you and away from the dog. So you're going to just basically insert the dog's nail and then clip this way. And you always want to go up and down instead of side to side, because if you use it side to side on the nails, it'll crush the nail and splinter it. So up and down. The style that I use is called the plier style. There's lots of different sizes. Obviously you wouldn't use the largest size on a Chihuahua. So, you know, the big ones are for your labs, you know, the dogs with big nails. And then we have different sizes. So this is a slightly smaller size. And then these are similar, but they're shaped more like scissors, again, for smaller dogs. And then you get your little tiny ones for your Chihuahuas and your small dogs. So you have your clippers, and it's always good to have some styptic powder on hand. You can get this at any pet store. It comes in different forms. There are gels. I like the powder, but just in case you do make the dog bleed in the nails, this will stop it quickly, so have that on hand. This is Diego. He's our guinea pig. A lot of people will clip the dog's nails from the front, which is absolutely fine if you're comfortable doing that way. I like to clip, I learned this way, I clip them from behind so that I can see where the quick is. So I have him stand here, and what I do is just take off a little bit at a time. You know, he has black nails, so what I'm doing is taking off a bit, and then I actually use a rotary sander to get closer to the quick. So I'll just take off the ends. It's kind of where the nail starts curving up is where I'll take it to. Again, I'm not going to take off, you know, as much as I can with this because he has black nails. And just like it's hard for you at home, it's hard for me to know, you know, where to stop, and I don't want to make him bleed. So at this point I'm going to get my sander. And this is helpful not only to smooth the nail, but to take it down farther. Now what I'm looking for, the place to stop, I don't know if you can see this, there's just starting to be a little black dot in the center of the nail. That's where the quick is. Let me see if I can get farther. The black spot is getting darker. That's the quick. And I don't want to go too far into that, because if I go down too far into that black spot, that's going to make him bleed. So pretty much this is as far as I would go with this nail. Now with dogs with white nails, it's a lot easier to see because you can see where the pink starts, which is the, you know, the veins and the blood vessels and everything. If you're clipping them, you want to get fairly close to where that pink starts, and then again I would use a sander or a nail file to get close. But the black spot on a white nail is going to look dark pink. On a lot of dogs, they'll also have dew claws, which are the nails that kind of are up in here on the ankle. You want to make sure you get those because they don't wear down as they're walking on the street. So you want to make sure you get those. Some dogs even have dew claws on the rear foot. Now if your dog is a little bit more difficult to handle while you're doing nails, you can either have somebody help you, or you can have them lie down on the floor and kind of cover them with your body and clip the opposite foot. Diego's very good for it, so I just kind of work on all four with him in a standing position. If you have a table, that's great to keep them elevated and so your back doesn't kill you. You can do it on the floor though, just as easily. You should really trim your dog's nails about once a month. If you're keeping up with it and you're doing a good job once a month, you may not even need to clip them. You could really just use a nail file or a grinder to take down a little bit, because there's not going to be a significant amount. Some dogs, like terriers, have longer nail beds to begin with, so I mean, if you think that you have a wire hair fox terrier and that it just looks like their nails are really, really long even though you take them to the vet and they clip them, it's because they're digging dogs and they have longer nail beds to begin with. Let's see, what else? I think that's about it, so good luck.